Hello Pisces, welcome to your new moon reading. Before I begin, I just want to cleanse the energy of this space, and it will help us ground and balance our energies before we see what's in store. So let's take a moment to balance and ground our energies. All right. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you all are doing well. So yes, this is your new moon reading. This new moon is happening in the sign of Aquarius. It's on the 29th. And Aquarius represents humanity, the collective, but it's also about individuality and self-expression. So that balance is what most of us are seeking. That's what I'm getting intuitively. And this is also a period of transformation and healing. In tarot, Aquarius is represented by the star card, the water bearer. Even in astrology, Aquarius is the water bearer. So what that means is, it also, even though Aquarius is an air sign, which has to do with our mind, thoughts, intellect, technology, and things like that, but it also has to do with our emotional nature. And so when I said water bearer, what that means is, water has to do with our subconscious, our emotions, our feelings. And so what happens is during this period, what I'm intuitively getting is this is also an opportunity for us to take a long and hard look at our own emotional nature, our relationships, how we respond to stressful situations and things like that. And it's all about learning. It's all about understanding ourselves better and taking whatever it is, taking those emotions, looking at it, and then transmuting and transforming. It has nothing to do with judgments. It has nothing to do with complaints, blame, things like that. It's an inward journey. And so yeah, so that's how we heal. The healing is all about understanding our own emotions, whatever it is that we are holding on to, our past experiences, our memories, and things like that, looking at them and understanding the greater purpose, and then transmuting, transforming, and giving it back to the universal, the source, where it has come from. So it's all about understanding that, everything that, our experiences, there is a reason why we have to go through certain things. And it's all about learning. And if we take them as a learning opportunity, then it will be easy for us. It will be easy in the sense we can then take the lessons and apply them in our everyday life and create something beautiful, pure, and amazing for us as well as people in our life, right? So that's what this moon cycle is all about. And let's see what's coming through for you. If you have a question for the card, you can ask the cards now, and we will see what shows up. And also, if Pisces is your sun sign, remember to watch the moon and the rising sign as well. And remember, Pisces, this is a general reading. Some messages may resonate and some may not. So please take what resonates for you and leave the rest here, okay? But if you find it helpful, do remember to like and subscribe, and that always helps the channel. Thank you. Okay, so your first card is a Seven of Pentacles, okay. The Lovers, and Three of Swords. Healing. I was talking about healing, and that's what that card represents. And then Seven of Cups. So two cups here, So Pisces, there is your the mind is at different places now. There's a lot of distraction, there's a lot of noise, opinions, all the things that you want to do, all the things that you want to have. um, and it could also be that there are several ideas and inspirations that you want to work on. So there's like everything is up in the air, so your focus is pulled in different directions. Okay, that is something that I want to remind you guys. So if there is something you want to accomplish, if there is a deadline, something that you want to finish, it's really important that you sit down and make a list. So it's out of your head. Otherwise, if we are keeping it in our mind, then it will be really distracting. So just be aware of what you are trying to achieve and accomplish, what's important for you, and write them down so you can then focus on those things and before you move to the next, and so that way you can finish things. But this is a period manifestations, my dear, that's coming through. Lovers is a card of alignment, mind, body and spirit. That's how I read this card. So by that, what I mean is it's like you know what you want, and then you are also making your choices and decisions keeping in mind what is it that you really want. So that's what alignment is. If we know what we want, but if our actions and our decisions are not aligned with what we really want, then we will be like all over the place, right? So be clear in your mind about what you want, and then make choices, put your energy, use your energy accordingly, so you are not getting distracted. And on the other hand, what I am seeing here is, if there is something that you are coming across, this is a card of, it could be self-isolation for some of you, or it could be sadness, disappointment, something like that. So but then this is also a card of healing. So whatever is happening, the card is reminding you to focus on don't focus too much on what the situation is, the external, right? It could be a person, it could be what's happening for you. So it's not about judging, blaming, complaining, anything like that. It has to do with our own, that is something that we don't have control over anyway. But I'm not a saint. When things are chaotic, I feel the same way, right? But it's because we like order, we like things to flow smoothly. But when it's like all over the place, it affects our own productivity, our own efficiency, and things like that, and the way we want to show up. Sometimes we respond to situations in such a way that is against the person who we are, that's opposite to the person we are. So that is something to be mindful of. When I said alignment, with this, this is a card of alignment. Showing up the way you really want to show up, things like harmony in relationships, things like that. So what I'm seeing is different kinds of experiences. Some may be pleasant. On the one hand, you have this, on the other you have this as well. So that is what our life is all about. When we really sit down and think about it, even though we all want things to go smoothly and in a calm and harmonious way, but sometimes things happen. And so yes, Yeah, this is what I was telling you. If you are feeling this way, it's all about understanding, taking the focus from the external and going inward, understanding what's going on within, how you are feeling, and what needs to happen within in order for you to create that positive change, whatever it is that you want to experience. It could mean releasing dependencies, um, it could mean focusing on self empowerment, doing whatever it is that you can today in order to affect that change. So it's in our hands, right? Even though sometimes we wish, uh, someone's presence, guidance, direction, clarity, but it's all about, if you don't have that, if you are a little bit confused about things, then it's all about taking time to really go inward and understand what is it that you really want, and what needs to go, what needs to change, what needs to happen in order for you to create the experience that you want. Okay, so Three of Swords here is also a card of self-isolation. Meaning it could be that you are in a period where you want to just spend some time alone, so you can go over your day, you can really listen to your own, what your body needs, and what your what you really need, so you can give it, give your, it could be your physical body, it could be when it comes to your relationships, your career, something that brings you a sense of joy, things like that. So when we take that time to go inward, then we come across some new insights, new ideas that will help us then create that change. On the other hand, the Three of Swords here also has to do with your health. So just be aware of what's going on in the body, and if there is something that you are concerned about, you want to take care of it. Yeah, it could, this doesn't have to be something, we all are going through different things, right? For some Pisces out there, it doesn't have to be, doesn't have to have something to do with you. It could be, a news that you are hearing, someone else, maybe someone, a friend, someone who is going through something, so which is kind of heartbreaking, which is sad, things like that. So it doesn't have to have to do with something happening in your life. So with Seven of Pentacles here, looks like, when it comes to your, it may have something to do with your stability. So your career, your business, maybe, there is, you want things to go in a certain way, you want progress, you want growth, but it could be that the things are not going the way you are expecting. So it's still something is happening there. There is growth, and it's visible. So the card is asking for patience here. Patience is a virtue, but it's something, it's difficult, right? It's hard, especially when things are uncertain. But that's what is needed here. It may also have something to do with your relationships. The card is reminding you, don't give up, have patience, and also, use this time to go inward and really understand what needs to happen. And it's also about releasing attachments. If there is something happening, it has to do with releasing the expectations, releasing the attachments, and so you can really be present if it has something to do with someone else, or if it has something to do with you, then it's also about understanding your own emotions, why you are feeling this way, what needs to go. With this card, it has to do with attachments, our expectations. So that is something that we need to be mindful of, how to change the way we are seeing things, our perspectives, our attitude, the way we are responding and approaching to situations. So it's not affecting us that much. So we can truly be present. Whenever emotions comes in between, then we can't be present for ourselves or the other person. So it's important to, put our own emotions away so we can really see things from a practical perspective, and in order to make clear decisions. So emotion sometimes clouds our judgments, and so that is something that's coming through. That is what's happening here. Like, oh, it's like a lot of things in the mind. But on the other hand, this card, expect invitations. This is a lot of things that you have to do. So maybe there is something, and you are pulled in different directions. All the things that you want to do. So there's a lot on your plate, mentally, and also so things like that. So again, it's important to organize your day, or clarify your own thoughts, know what is important, and maybe think about writing down what's important, and go over it like one by one. So in order to preserve your energy, Lovers is karmic relationships. These are the relationships that are important to us. So it has to do with our partner, our children, our parents, close friendships, things like that. So it's also so it also feels like it could be that you are meeting. This is meetings. This is collaboration. You are meeting new people, connecting with others. But then why are you feeling this way? So this is again true genuine connections, and then this is happening. So not sure, Pisces. So that is something I to be mindful of what's going on there. So this is what I'm hearing. The moment I said that, this is what I heard. Be okay with your own vulnerabilities. So sometimes what happens is we hold back, we hold ourselves back. We don't express, we don't open our heart, we don't genuinely, we are afraid of having that open-hearted conversation because we don't know how the other person is going to take it. So we kind of protect ourselves, protect our heart, because we don't want to go through that experience. So we pretend to be brave, we pretend to have everything together, and even though inside we are hurting, right? So that is something I don't want to say like don't be like that. What I want to say is just be aware of that, okay? Maybe what the situation requires is an open-hearted conversation where you can really, but then it's all about if you really trust the other person. Trust issues may come up. So if you are okay with sharing your deepest feelings with this person, then you won't feel that way, because that also makes the bond stronger. I mean, that's what I feel. Everybody is different. Sometimes what happens is it all depends upon the person. When when someone opens up to us, we consider that as a weakness, and we sometimes also judge that person. So that also happens. Again, it all depends upon the situation, who you are with, and what their beliefs are, and things like that. But when it comes to close relationships, if it's not possible for you to share your deepest feelings, when I said deepest feelings, what I mean is your fear, your concerns, your vulnerabilities with the person, then I don't know. I mean, that is not an ideal situation, right? We should be able to have that open conversations with the people we love. That's my take on it. But yeah, just be aware of what's going on. Okay, my dear. Now let's see what's coming through on the oracle cards. If you have a question, please ask the cards now, and let's see what's coming through. Pisces, 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 Sun, Moon, and Rising. For some Pisces out there, it could also be like maybe you are not well. And so if you are something to do with your health, so if you are not feeling well, maybe, take care of yourself is what I want to say. Okay, Pisces, your message is breakthrough to new dimensions. All right. So with this, what I'm getting is this is kind of ending now. This period is ending. So this is a healing period, which is giving you an opportunity to really go inward and understand what's going on. There is a lot of thinking happening here. So yeah, so let me read this out to you, and then maybe we will get some more clarity. So the message, another 7, number 25 is this card. 25 adds to number 7. You have 2 sevens here, 7 of cups and 7 of pentacles. And the major arcana is the chariot card. And chariot card has to do with multiple priorities. It could be that you have something personal going on, and then there is work related stuff, there is your health. So it's like there's a lot on your plate, like I mentioned in the beginning. And you are being pulled in different directions. That could also be the reason why this is happening. So how can you navigate the situation is how you are navigating the situation is important, so it's not affecting your health. So it could mean, depending upon the situation, it could mean asking for help, and letting people help you with things. It could be therapy, it could be, friendships, things like that. Anyway, the message here is a new endeavor is on the horizon. Innovative energy wants to burst forth into your consciousness. Okay, something new is on the horizon. New moon's energy, it's actually coming through for all of us. So something to look forward to. Let me read this out to you now. Number 25. You are being brought energy, renewed hope, faith, and a sense that you are truly blessed by the universe at this time. Courage, achievement, and inspiration are in place in your life. You are entering an energetic phase in your life filled with impactful power. Work towards developing a profound perception of yourself and those who are around you. Have faith for the long term and trust the universe. A better future is waiting for you. It's necessary to trust your dreams are possible. This faith will help you push through obstacles, limitations, and other barriers to achieving your goal. The humpback whale can be very energetic when launching its huge body out of the water in a breach and then falling back. Preaching may be an act of play, or it could have some social meaning. Notice the fully white whale under the breaching whale. Albino humpback whales are extremely rare. Migaloo or white fella is the name Australians gave to the first albino humpback whale in their waters, seen in their waters. When Migalu was first sighted, he was thought to be the only white whale in the world. A white calf believed to be his offspring has now been spotted. Seeing Migalu is considered a blessing and a sign of luck. Good luck energy is coming your way. This period is ending now, and this, I want to read this line just one more time, because if you are going through this, then it will be really helpful if you hear this just one more time. This it's necessary to trust your dreams are possible. This faith will help you push through obstacles, limitations, or other barriers to achieving your goals. Have faith for the long term and trust the universe. A better future is waiting for you. I just wanted to read those lines just one more time. If there is something that you are coming across, which is kind of challenging, it confirms that change and transformation is always possible, right? This is a temporary phase, and it's going away now. See, all these cards here, this is temporary. These are minor arcana cards, and this is a major arcana card, which is blessings, which is togetherness, which is, support and things like that, intuition, inspiration. All right, Pisces, that's what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. Please take good care of yourself, and I will see you in my next reading. Sending you all new moon blessings. And if Pisces is your sun sign, remember to watch the moon and the rising sign as well. Thank you. And if there is something you want to share with me, please put that in the comment section. It will be nice to hear from you. And if this video was helpful, do like the video and subscribe and support the channel. Thank you. Bye-bye.